Hey YouTube, this is going to be a knife review on the Spyderco Military. Let me move up the tripod a little bit. First, let's cover the specs. These are my specs that I got, which is a 4-inch blade, a 5.5-inch handle, 9.5 inches overall, and 4.4 ounces. It is a liner locking knife, which is okay with me. That's actually my preferred lock, as long as it's done right, which it is here. And it has G10 handle scales, and it is S30V blade steel. And that's about it for construction. Or, I mean, not construction, specs. So, let's get in on my opinions about the knife and thoughts. I did carry this knife for the past month or so, I guess I had it. I carried it probably 10 days or so accumulated, maybe more. Probably 2 weeks. I probably carried it 2 weeks accumulated, because in between then I was still carrying my Endura, which is my favorite EDC. But in that time, I have found some things I like about it, and I found some things I don't like about it. Let's cover the big issue that a lot of people have with it, I think, and I also share the same issue as the tip down carry. I prefer tip up carry on all my knives, but I will take a tip down carry if it's done right. And unfortunately, I don't believe that a Spyderco in tip down can be done right, for this reason. Here I have a few Spydercos that I'm going to be showing size comparisons later, but same thing with the military. When it's down in your pocket like this, okay, so it's down in your pocket, and let's say you have a cell phone. This is my iPhone case. I'm recording with my iPhone, so this is down in your pocket. This is clipped. This is down a little lower. When you reach your hand down in your pocket, you're rubbing right against the blade. Same thing with the paramilitary, and same thing with the Endura, and almost all Spydercos. And specifically with the military, it's very pronounced, and this jimping's very coarse, I guess you would say. I mean, not that it's any like the paramilitary is any, or paramilitary 2 is any less, but it really just irritates your hand. Sorry about that, the light just went off. It really just irritates your hand when you're going in and out of your pocket. Not only that is, I prefer the tip up carry because that's what I'm used to. So drawing the knife is a little awkward. But that being said, that's my only really big gripe about the knife. The other thing is this lanyard hole. I don't use a lanyard on my knife, but this lanyard hole is useless. I much prefer the looks of the paramilitary 2 lanyard hole, just because it actually looks like it could be used. This does not, and that just bugs me. Not that I would use it even if I could, but just bugs me that I can't. So in carrying this knife, I'd much prefer tip down. So basically, if the military went through the same changes that the paramilitary 2 did, minus changing anything about the handle, just making it 4-way positional pocket clip, or even just 2-way on this side, but and then having a left-hand version like they do, and having a bigger lanyard hole, I think this knife would be perfect. Now, that being said, I don't know how they would do that, because this is just pure G10 down here, so tapping that would be a little dangerous. You could potentially rip the screws out of the G10. Up here they do have a steel liner, obviously, because the liner lock, but yes. And then things that I like about the knife is smooth, fast, comes very sharp. I mean, razor sharp out of the box, like all Spydercos. I love the acute tip. Some people don't like it as much. I actually really love it. I think it's very aggressive looking. I love the G10. This one's still very grippy out of the box. It's not worn down like my Paramilitary 2 is now. Eventually it will be. The more times you carry it, more and more it gets wear down. But yeah, I really like the military. I think it's a really good knife, and I think it's underrated. You know, it kind of gets shadowed by the Paramilitary 2, and I might catch some crap about this, but I actually prefer the military over the Paramilitary 2. Not because the Paramilitary 2 is not a good knife, only because I prefer bigger blades. So that being said, I love the Paramilitary 2 still. But I really wish they would make a military 2 with the changes that the Paramilitary 2 had. I'd really like to get myself a titanium military, which I'm going to try to in the future. And I'll show you guys that, and I'll probably review that also because it's like a completely different animal. So that's pretty much my review on the military. Let's show some size comparisons. Here's next to the Paramilitary 2 closed, and here they are open. There, I had some problems around the tripod opening it. There they are open. Sorry about that noise, it's my dog crying. And here's next to the Endura open, and here's next to the Endura closed. So that's my review on the military. Thanks, the Spyderco military, that is. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.